everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my flawless foundation routine for you for dry/acne prone skin. I'm just going to show you how I like to personally cover my acne yet keep my skin nice and hydrated. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see how I achieved this, then keep on watching. So first of all, I'm going to start off by priming my skin with the Tacha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Even though I break out quite a bit, my skin is quite dry, so this gives a really nice dewy effect to skin. And it primes really nicely, so I'm going to do a few spritz of this. And give that a few seconds just to dry. Right, so now I'm going to go in with my all-time favourite foundation at the moment. So that's the Lancome Wear and Comfort Retouch Free Divine Perfection Foundation. This gives amazing coverage, really nice natural finish, not too matte, not too dewy, and oil-free. With SPF 15 as well, so it just works really well with my skin. So I'm going to take a couple of pumps of that, and I'm going to be popping that on with a Real Techniques sculpting face brush. I'm just going to start buffing that into the skin. And I like to build my foundation up in layers, so I always start off with a lighter coverage and then start building it up from there. And that way you don't really waste any product and you don't get cake face really quickly. Well, we don't want cake face at all, but you know what I mean. Right, so just give it a bit more of a flawless finish. I'm going to swap over to my damp beauty blender just to add the last little bits of foundation, and I like to run that over my face just to smooth out any lines that the brush has left. Right, so now I'm going to move on to concealer. So first I'm going to conceal any blemishes I've got. So I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Skin Concealer in light neutral. And I'm just going to be popping that on my forehead where I've got some blemishes. A little bit on my cheek and chin. And again, I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender. So now I'm going to be doing some highlighting and concealing my dark circles. So to do that, I'm going to be taking the Lancome Long Lasting Softening Concealer, and I've got it in the shade 1 Beige Pastel. And I'm going to be taking that on a Bare Minerals Maximum Coverage Concealer brush. So I'm going to do a little triangle between my brows. I want to lighten that area. A bit down my nose, a bit on my chin, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then I'm taking it in a triangle underneath my eyes to really brighten and conceal those dark circles. And then again, I'm going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender. I absolutely love this for blending out concealer and getting rid of any lines on the skin. It just gives such a flawless appearance to the skin. And I like to take it on the eyelids as well. Right, so now that we've highlighted, I want to balance that out a little bit with some cream contouring. So now I'm going to be taking my Soleil de Tan de Chanel. This is a really beautiful cream bronzer by Chanel. And I'm just going to be taking that on my sculpting brush by Real Techniques, the same one I did my foundation with. And I'm just going to be popping that in the hollows of my cheeks. This is just going to be quite subtle. Taking that a little bit up into the temple and down onto the jaw. Right, so now it's time to set that all with powder. So because this is a full coverage, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bake. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and again, taking that on my trusty beauty blender, and then I'm going to be popping that quite excessively everywhere we popped that highlight shade. So in the centre of the brows, down the nose, on the chin, and under the eyes. So while that bakes for about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to be setting all that contour with some powder. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. And I'm going to be mixing these two shades here, which are Fawn and I want to say Java. And I'm just going to be taking that on a angled contour brush by Crown Brushes. I'm just mixing those two together. I'm just going to be popping that where he pops that Chanel cream bronzer to give the skin a little bit more warmth. And just blending it out with a Bare Minerals Flawless Face brush to make it a bit softer. Now to make that contour really sharp, I am actually going to be baking underneath my contour. So I'm going to take my Mercia powder again, and I'm taking this on a Crown Brushes Pro Contour Brush. And I'm just going to pick up the powder. And I'm just going to place that right underneath that contour. So from the corner of the mouth all the way up to about this part of the ear. And again, just leaving that for a few minutes. Okay, so now that's been baking for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm just going to sweep it off. So again, I'm just going to take my Bare Minerals Flawless Face brush and just begin dusting that powder away. And this leaves a really nice flawless base. And then finally, to finish off, I'm going to be setting it. Now, because I'm quite dry, I'm going to take my Tacha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist again and give my face the last few strokes with that. And there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye! Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's an owl. Okay, I am quite dry, so this gives a really nice luminous... Say that too much. Get cake face really quickly. Get cake face really quickly. I'm gonna... Right, so now that we've highlighted, I want to balance that out a little bit with some cream contouring.